What's up, YouTube family? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy, Young Marty, and this is Young Marty TV. You dig? Welcome, 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 you guys, to my live stream. You already know. As you guys coming in, make sure y'all smash that like button and hit that share button. Hit that hit that share button. Hit that bell notification. You dig? You already know. And also, leave a comment below on my video. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment below in the comment section below. You know what I'm saying, you guys? And also, y'all are welcome to send a super chat or super thanks. You dig? You already know. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to all my new subscribers that tuned into my channel. I am your host, Young Marty. I am a rapper, songwriter, recording artist, and I'm also a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Up and coming, and making a name for myself in this entertainment industry. You know what I'm saying? This entertainment business or game. You know what I'm saying? So um, just giving y'all all my new subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Giving y'all hold on. Let me make sure this is turned up so you guys can hear me. But yeah, man. For all you new guys who don't know who I am, you know what I'm saying? Like I just broke it down for y'all. You know what I mean? I'm into, you know, I'm an up and coming artist, YouTuber, blogger, entertainer. You know, I recorded music. I'm a recording artist. You know what I mean? I'm a rapper. I write my own songs. I'm a writer. I'm a songwriter. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. You know what I mean? Traveled, lived in different states. You know what I mean? Including Georgia, to be exact. You know what I mean? Atlanta, Georgia. Um, which is going to go into uh, my story and everything like that, right? So, like I said, for all my new subscribers, for those who don't know who I am, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm an up and coming YouTuber, rapper, songwriter, recording artist. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. I traveled a lot. I've been to many of places. You know what I'm saying? Um, I've been to I've been to many of places, you guys. You know what I mean? I've been to many of places, and I plan on going to plenty more places. You know what I mean? With all that being said, you guys, I'm from Newark, New Jersey. For those who may know my cousin, you know what I'm saying, Tommie Lee from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, uh, rapper, uh, reality TV star, beautiful, savage, gangster. You know what I'm saying? All that. You know what I'm saying? You name it. She with it. She wild. She crazy. Beautiful. All that. She dope. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Whatever. You know what I mean? I'm going to say a lot in this video. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say a lot in this video. And yeah, man, it's crazy because my life is crazy, you guys. You know what I'm saying? My life is my story is very different from a lot of you guys. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys aren't related to celebrities, and a lot of you guys never went to school with celebrities, let alone see people who was standing right next to you or in class with you, or you know what I'm saying, y'all sitting down, you know what I mean, probably, not probably, or y'all drinking Patron, doing family shit or whatever like that. You know what I mean? Doing, you know what I mean, hitting licks or whatever the case may be, doing what y'all do, family shit. You know what I'm saying? And then they go off and be a celebrity, an entertainer, a rapper, a songwriter, a recording artist, a reality TV person, right? Talking about my cousin Tommie Lee. Shout out to Tommie. Shout out to her, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, my story is just crazy. Like I said, so God just yeah, man, my story is just crazy, you guys. I'm gonna jump right into it, man. Like I said, to all my new subscribers. Um, you know, yeah, I'm from North. You know what I mean? I'm into the music, entertainment industry, music business, or whatever like that. You know what I mean? Up and coming. You know what I'm saying? I haven't got my shine yet or my spark yet, but it's coming. You know what I'm saying? My time to shine, my time to accelerate and take it to the next level is coming. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody got their day, everybody got their time to shine and do what they do. You know what I'm saying? You know, you just gotta work and keep going until your day come. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing, you guys. You know what I mean? That's what this whole from me doing YouTube, posting my videos, you know what I'm saying? I haven't dropped any music videos yet simply because um everything got to be right when it comes to the music industry. Everything got to be right. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to have a project that I believe in musically. You know what I'm saying? That I believe in. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't just me going in the recording studio and just dropping music. Nah, like it's just a matter of like, yo, you gonna really do this. You know what I'm saying? You know, you gonna really put your all in your heart. You know what I mean, and into a project, you know what I mean, and push it, you know what I mean, and it's gonna work, it's gonna happen. So that's what I believe, you know what I mean. My time is coming, you know what I mean. Like I'm dropping music, I'm writing, you know, so always, you know, so there's nothing for me to, I'm in the industry, I'm in this shit, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I'm at the beginning stages of my career, you know what I mean, YouTube and blogging, getting my name out there, getting my artistry out there. I dropped a couple of projects, whatever. Um, um, you know what I mean? My first EP I dropped in 2018. You know what I'm saying? And my second project I just dropped recently a few months ago. You know what I'm saying? I dropped a single or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Which y'all could go check out on SoundCloud. Young Marty Magnum. You know what I'm saying? I dropped a single called Magnum or whatever. Y'all go check that out on SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's Young Marty, as y'all can see, YUNGMARTY Magnum, MAGNUM. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check that out on SoundCloud. You did, or I might leave the description in the comment section below, in the description box. You did, but yeah, man, I'm an up and coming artist, man. You know what I'm saying? Coming into the game, like I mean, I knew all about the industry, knew all about hip hop and all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everything, but you know, I'm giving y'all what motivated me. You know what I'm saying? What motivated me. But let me just say this. Monty, Tommie Lee, and Fetty Wap are the reasons, and myself, and my dreams, and my goals, and God too. You know what I'm saying? Is the reason why I'm going so hard. And I say that to say this, new music videos is coming this year, new single, new music video, everything is coming this year, right? But like I said, I wanted to I want to give the fans something different, you guys. Like I want to be like not what I want to be, but what I not my what I plan on doing or anything like that, because it's already planned, it's already written. But I I have a lot to offer to the game, so I refuse to give the game. You know, I mean, you got to start from somewhere, and I planted my seeds already. That was the whole point of me dropping my EP, dropping the single. I'm planting my seeds, my music streaming, whatever. I got mad wild YouTube videos. Like I'm in pictures with celebrities. I'm related to celebrities. Like you know, what I mean, I interact with celebrities all the time via social media or whatever, right? Real life or whatever, right, you guys? And that goes for local stars and just a few stars to name in this video, you guys. But yeah, man, what motivated me to make this video is like I always got them on my mind. You know what I'm saying? I always uh not always got them on my mind, but like as far as like my admirations, like what inspired me. You know what I'm saying? Like what gave me that spark, like that click, like yo, like get it going. You know what I'm saying? Like this is you, like it's your time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you guys, I'm gonna just give it to y'all like this, right? Like I said, I'm related to Tommie Lee from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. For those who don't know, you know what I'm saying? I am Young Marty. You know what I'm saying? This is my YouTube platform. I am, you know what I'm saying? I'm a YouTuber, blogger, entertainer. You know what I'm saying? But I am the little cousin of Tommie Lee from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Um, Lived in the same house, you know what I mean, in the 90s growing up, you know what I'm saying? Even in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, you know what I mean? I even lived with Big Cuz, you know what I'm saying? I slept on her couch, you know what I'm saying? Yes, y'all, I slept on Tommie Lee's couch, you know what I'm saying? I slept on my cousin's couch, man. She gave me a place to live at one point in time, you know what I mean, and everything. I'm gonna get into that. But yeah, man, we was Tommie Lee is my big cousin, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my aunt Samantha, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Versace, and you know what I mean, shout out to Tayana, Yanni, Doobie, the twins. You know what I mean, shout out to all the other kids, shout out to Samaria, my sister, you know what I mean, shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, whatever like that, right? So yeah, man, we used to all live together in the 90s. I'm talking about for years, bro. For years. Like I'm talking about from like 97 all the way to like 1999, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot of back and forth between New Jersey and Georgia, you know what I'm saying? We did a lot of traveling, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I think like early on in my early on life, like traveling with my mom's back and forth from Georgia to New Jersey, you know what I'm saying? From Georgia to New Jersey, you know what I'm saying? It was, you know what I'm saying? I always wanted to sit by the window and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I always wanted to sit by the window and shit. And, you know what I mean? We'll stop, the Greyhound, they always make like little stops or whatever at little places where you get something to eat, whatever like that. So, we'll stop, get some little chicken and biscuits or something on the way back up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it's so many, man, it's so many stories, you guys. There's so many things I could say. There's so many things, that I could talk about in this live stream right now. You know what I'm saying, you guys? But ultimately, what I want to discuss is, how I met Monty from the Remy Boys and how I met Fetty Wap. Excuse me. Shout out to Fetty, you know what I'm saying? Free him, free that guy, free that boy, you know what I'm saying? Free the homie Fetty Wap, you know what I'm saying? Free that man, straight up. Somebody calling me. I don't know, you guys. Somebody's calling me while I'm live streaming right now. Was That was weird, you guys. That was weird, but yeah, somebody was calling me while I was on the live stream. Yeah, so I'm giving you guys some real shit. This is all real shit, bro. This is all real shit. This is no conspiracy. This is no conspiracy theory. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. None of that. This is the way God made it. You know what I'm saying? Along my journey in life. You know what I'm saying? It was written however way it was written, you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to tell my story. You know what I'm saying? And and ultimately, I'm gonna get in to the story of how young Marty was born. You know what I'm saying? Where my name come from. You know what I mean? I think I told the story before, or I might have got into it, but it's like, as we go on and more fans and more people start to come along and start interacting with my videos, and more people start, subscribing to my channel and getting to know who I am and just who I am, you know what I'm saying? Understanding who I am and getting to know who I am and just realizing who I am and just, you know, um, getting a feel of who I am, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. So, like I said, I'm an artist. I mean, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a vlogger, I'm an entertainer, I'm an up and coming rapper, songwriter, recording artist, you know what I'm saying? I write my own music, you know what I mean? I also like acting too. I did like little plays and little stuff like growing up and stuff like that. But I also wanted to get into acting too. You know what I'm saying? So like my nigga Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Like my nigga Tupac did in Juice. You know what I mean? Um, Shout out to the homie Machiavelli. You did? You already know. Shout out to Tupac. But yeah, something like how Tupac did in Poetic Justice. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? What's the other movie that Tupac played in? Yeah, Poetic Justice, nigga, fucking, nigga, uh, uh, Juice. You know what I'm saying? It was a few movies that Tupac played in, bro, that motivated me, bro. Like, yo, not saying I wanted to be like Tupac, but it was just like, bro, like that nigga made you want to act too, like on some shit. So like, shout out to Tupac, man. R.I.P. to him, man. I just heard too that they about to lock Keefe D up. You know what I'm saying? The nigga who killed the nephew, the uncle of the nephew who killed Tupac. You know what I'm saying? The Rolling 20, whatever, or whoever he is from California, whatever, like whoever he is or whatever the case may be, that killed Tupac, man. That shit is fucked up. That shit is mad, wild, crazy. Y'all fucked up the game, the whole industry, everything with that whole everything with the whole Tupac and Biggie thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all know right now in this live stream. You know what I'm saying? Biggie was my nigga growing up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that was like hearing Biggie music in the '90s as a little kid was crazy, bro. Like that shit was straight gangster, bro. Like, bro, Biggie, Bad Boy, Lil Kim, like nigga, Junior Mafia, Lil C's, you know what I'm saying? And this was Tommie's uh favorite artist. This was her favorite. The whole Bad Boy camp, like, nigga, I love Diddy, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Puff Daddy, all of them, nigga. I'm talking about, but nigga, Biggie was like the nigga. Biggie was like the man, yo. If you remember how it was in the '90s, bro, and not to drift off from my stories, bro, but if y'all remember how it was in the '90s, bro, it was real like drug dealer ish kind of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Newark, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Back in them days and them times, it really wasn't no gangs like that. It was like a lot of drug dealers and car thieves, you know what I'm saying? Like, or car stealing, I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say like car thieves, cause like, I mean, it is like car, I mean, you could call them car thieves, but like, it just sounds so like car thieves, like, so like, I don't know, like, I'm gonna have to say, you know what I mean? It was a lot of car jacking, there was a lot of cars being stolen in the '90s. You know what I'm saying? And I saw all of that. You know what I'm saying? I saw all of that. Anybody who knows me knows who I am and knows, uh, you know, where I came from. I know where I came from. You know what I'm saying? I know how I grew up. I knew how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? I know what I come from the heart of Newark. You know what I'm saying? The heart of Newark, New Jersey, you guys. For those who don't know, I am from Newark, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? I am from the Brick City, Redman, Queen Latifah, Letitia Campbell, Whitney Houston. That like I'm from New Jersey Drive, Faith Evans. Like I'm from Newark, New Jersey. Fucking naughty by nature. I am from New Jersey, you guys. You know what I'm saying? New Jersey Drive, car theft, that whole little '90s thing growing up. I seen all that shit growing up. You know what I'm saying? Niggas hopping on the sidewalks on stolen cars. Niggas doing donuts in the middle of the street, you know what I mean? Niggas getting chased by police coming back in the same car that they just got chased in by the police. And they done dipped off on the police. The police done went somewhere else. They done made the police go somewhere else and they come right back through the hood. Everybody outside, you know what I'm saying? Niggas cheering them on and shit, you know what I mean? And they just, you know what I mean? It was, young, wild, and crazy, you know what I'm saying? But I was a little kid in the '90s, bro. Like I was in the single digit numbers. I'm talking about 7, 8, 6'5", like those numbers. I was 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. Like I was single digit numbers in the '90s. But I remember as a kid, like I remember all this shit growing up. I'm watching all this shit. Like I'm talking about, like the whole New Jersey Drive thing. I seen that whole thing growing up, you guys. I'm talking about from the early '90s into the mid '90s, like '96, '97. Like I'm talking about, let's go back to like the early '90s. I'm talking about '92, '93, '94. Like it was going down. Like like there was a lot of money being made. You know, the hip hop had a big influence on the community, and Nook was just live, y'all. That shit was just lit. But anyway, you guys, to speed up to the story, man. Like I said, I'm from Newark, New Jersey. Proud of it, even though my city ain't what it used to be, and I can say that, you know what I'm saying, because I'm from there. I can speak on Newark, New Jersey. Anything that has anything to do with the bricks. Y'all see the dreads, you know what I'm saying? Anybody from Newark, New Jersey, y'all know, like, this is, you know what I mean? You see these dreads, like, you see them dreads, you see a nigga with dreads, white tee, whatever you know. Oh, he from the bricks. That nigga from Dope. You see them dreads, you know he from Dope, New Jersey. Alright, so everybody got dreads anywhere, but I'm letting y'all know I'm from the bricks. I mean, and if y'all know that it click in y'all mind, like Tommie Lee's from the bricks. Tommie Lee is from Newark, New Jersey. Yes, y'all, that's my cousin. That's my big cousin. Tommie Lee, man, I love her so much, man, and I hate that. Um, and y'all can go to my Instagram, Young Marty, the real Young Marty, on Instagram. That's DAREALYUNGMARTY. You know what I'm saying? That's the real Young Marty. Y'all could go follow me on Instagram. And also, y'all can scroll down and y'all gonna see a picture of Tommie Lee. And if you a motherfucking inspector, if you're a person who pay attention, if you're a motherfucker who really do your investigation, if you're a person who really go do, you know what I mean, go, you feel me, go trying to get information to see if it's real or not, y'all will see Tommie Lee in the comment section on my Instagram page. Y'all see Tommie Lee in the comment section saying that she missed me. You know what I'm saying? Um, and this was a few years ago. This was back in like maybe 2021 or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This was like a couple, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. This is old shit, like recently old type shit. But she's on there. And also, you guys, my aunt Samantha also follow me on Instagram. So I'm not gonna give y'all her information or whatever like that, but y'all can go, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, if you feel me, but yeah, but if y'all go to my Instagram page and y'all go to the real Marty, the real Young Marty on Instagram, that's DAREALYUNGMARTY, and you scroll down to the picture that I have of Tommie on my Instagram page, and y'all go in the comment section, y'all gonna see Tommie Lee in the comment section with her saying that she missed me. I would never take that down. I would never delete it. It ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So I just threw that out there to let y'all know, like, you know, um, that there's proof. Even though I have nothing to prove to y'all, I'm just saying if y'all want to see, like, yo, is Marty really telling the truth? Just go to my Instagram, scroll down to the picture of Tommie, go in the comment section, and you're gonna see Tommie saying that she missed you, that she missed me, your boy Young Marty. You know what I'm saying? And I love Tommie, dog. Me and Tommie like this. You know what I'm saying? Me and Tommie was like this. You know what I mean? I still love her, and I'm pretty sure Tommie still love me. We just had some discrepancies or some indifferences or whatever, or some, you know, you know what I mean? We just had, well, we're not speaking right now. I'm gonna just say that. But I love Tommie. I'm always love Tommie. That ain't gonna never change. She will always be my big cousin, whatever. I mean, she a star now. She a celebrity. She doing her thing. Her career took off, or whatever, and she just doing her thing. I mean, shout out to her. But what motivated me to make this video, like I said, this is inside me, y'all. This is who I am, and this is just a part of my life. And I just, I mean, along my journey, a part of my journey, a part of, um, I'm basically just documenting everything, just documenting this whole everything up until my, when my success take off. I mean, up until my career, whether it's on YouTube, musically, movies, um, you know what I mean, whatever it may be, as far as the entertainment industry, as far as entertainment may go, like, and my career take off, like, you know, I'm gonna tell my story. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And ain't nobody apply no pressure on me. Ain't nobody, you know what I mean, press me. Ain't nobody do none of that, because anything that I say is real, dog. Like, anything that I say is real. Everything that I say is on my platform, on this platform, is real. You know what I mean? I would never tell y'all no fibs, no lies, no none of that. Like, I'm a real nigga, like, and that's, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, in the internet world, you know what I mean, and or in real life, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you guys, like, I ain't perfect, y'all. I ain't never say I was perfect, but I am me. I am Young Marty, and I do love myself. You know what I'm saying? I do appreciate myself, and I thank God for giving me the opportunity to express this to y'all. You know what I'm saying? To tell y'all my story, my interesting story. You know, and man, y'all just don't understand like what is like to be living in a world where you always wanted to do something, or you saw yourself doing something so dope and so fly and just so unique and so great and just so amazing. You know what I'm saying? And to see your peers, you know what I'm saying? To see your friends or to see your family or to see your relatives or to see people close to you make it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't understand, man. Y'all don't understand what it's like, man. You know, you know, to see something like that. You know, in different ways, you know what I'm saying? In different ways is shocking. It's very shocking, y'all. It's very, very shocking. So boom. This is how I met Monty, y'all, from the Remy Boys. So for y'all who don't know, I've been knew who Monty was from the Remy Boys before they were the Remy Boys, bro. Before he was the Remy Boys, before there was a 1738. I don't know the other guy. I never met P Dice, but I did smash a chick in Patterson, New Jersey, who said she used to mess with him. You know what I'm saying? That's no lie. That's no lie. You know what I mean? Shout out to P Dice. You know what I mean? Shout out to Patterson, New Jersey, man. Big up to fucking Passaic County. Yo, shout out to Patterson, New Jersey, man. That yeah, that was my second home, man. Shout out to Up the Hill. Shout out to Down the Hill. Shout out to the whole West Broadway. Union Ave, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my niggas, man. My nigga Al Tariq. Shout out to my nigga Aziz. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Punchy. Who also my other brother, he in the Trap Queen video too. And that's my brother. Like, from this my brother. Me, Al Tariq, Aziz, these all my bros. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to White Boy John. Shout out to my nigga John as well. These all my Patterson niggas that I'm naming. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I go by the name Dav or whatever in Patterson. Well, I used to go by the name of Dav, but all my Patterson bros, they still call me Dav still to this day. Dav is short for Daffy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know Daffy Duck or whatever. I used to go by the name Daffy or whatever. I always gave my name myself like. I always ever since I was a kid, bro, I always wanted to give myself like a different name, like a dope name, like a fly name, y'all. So I done went through mad different names, y'all. Like I done went through a lot of names, you know what I'm saying? LG, you know what I mean? Lil Lamar, fucking um what else they used to call me? They used to call me Astro, you know what I'm saying? They used to call me Astro Marty, you know what I'm saying? Like Astro, like a astronaut, you know what I'm saying? I used to go by that. Now I went by different names, bro. I went by different names, y'all. So anyway, um basically, and I love telling y'all these stories, man. I love telling y'all these interesting stories, man. My life is so amazing, man. It's so crazy, man. It's just like, I think I understand, where I'm at in my career and where I'm at in my life. This is appropriate. You know what I'm saying? It's appropriate, or whatever the case may be, right? So I'm watching Pluto TV or whatever. I'm watching old reruns of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And, just the other day, you know what I mean? But like I told y'all, this is already inside me. It's already inside my heart. So these people, like, lit that fire in me so many years ago. You know what I'm saying? So to just tell y'all these stories today and everything. And the reason why, like, I got to keep, like, you know, telling these stories or whatever. If I tell the story about 2, 3, 4 more times in the future, that's because my new subscribers don't know who I am, and they kind of got to get familiar with who I am and whatever the case may be. Like I said, I am the little cousin of Tommie Lee from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I am her little cousin. You know what I'm saying? Lil Lamar, aka Young Marty, aka, you know what I'm saying? Marty or whatever. You know what I'm saying? LG, whatever, Astro, Marty, whatever, Astro, whatever name you may know me by, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's who I am. But ultimately, y'all, I am Young Marty. You know what I'm saying? I'm Young Marty. You know what I'm saying? I'm your host, Young Marty. I am Young Marty. And this is Young Marty TV, you dig? So Um, yeah, man. So yeah, man. So I basically, I went to school with Monty. You know what I'm saying? I went to school with Monty. I went to youth build with Monty. You know what I'm saying? It was a GT, it was a GED slash construction program out in Paterson, New Jersey, or whatever. And this is back in '06. This is back in 2006, y'all. So y'all, as y'all can see, like, damn, 2006, Marty, that was a long time ago. Like, yeah, like that's how far we go back. Like, that's how far I knew these guys. Like, bro, I'm about to get into a whole lot. I gotta change out my life. Uh, yo, this shit makes me so happy to tell this story, man. So I'm so happy to be. I'm happy that this was a part of my journey. I'm happy that I came across these people. I'm happy that I'm related to these people. I'm happy that shout out to Versace too, man. I don't know about names, but shout out to Versace too. My little cousin, you know what I mean? Tommie Lee's little sister, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to V, man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Versace. I mean, shout out to Lil Versace, man. I love her. I love you so much, little cuz. And I would like to take the time out in this video. I would like to say this in this video. You know what I'm saying? Whether y'all see it or not, or whatever the case may be, whatever. Y'all can take this part out, chop it up, screw it, whatever y'all want to do, remix it, whatever the case may be. Y'all can send it to whoever y'all want to send it to, whatever. But anyway, you guys, I want to say I apologize to my little cousin on how I came at her on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? She ain't have nothing to do with nothing. It's just that I'm crazy in my mind, and but it's not so much that I'm crazy in my mind, y'all. It's just that you know what I mean. My mind is pretty. It's built different, and I tend to go off on the edge. I tend to wild out, or snap, or go crazy, or whatever. When I let certain things get to me, or certain things get to my head, or affect me, emotionally, or let things, hurt me, or whatever the case may be. I tend to want to hurt those, or hurt people that try to hurt me, or hurt people that try to bring pain my way, or whatever. So I know, little cuz, you ain't had nothing to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't know what went down with me and Tommie Lee, or whatever. What went down between me and Tasha. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say Tasha. You know what I'm saying? She was Tasha before she was Tommie Lee, but I'm gonna respect her artistry. I'm gonna respect who she is as an artist, and what she do as a performer, as an entertainer, and everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna respect her on that, because I'm gonna want people to respect me and my artistry and what I do and who I am. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hold up, give me 1 second. So yeah, you guys, I am the little cousin of Tommie Lee. You know what I'm saying? I am the little cousin of Tommie Lee from Love and Hip Hop. You know what I mean? I'm the nephew of Samantha Lee, Tommie's mother. You know what I'm saying? I am the big cousin of Versace. Basically, yo, that's my family. You know what I'm saying? So those are my people. We related. I love them, whatever the case may be. Um, anyways, you guys, how I met Monty was because we went to school together, bro. Like, bro, we used to be in class cracking jokes on each other, bro. Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all used to be in class cracking jokes on each other. Me, Monty, Fetty Wap ain't go to school with us, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I met Fetty Wap years later in 2010. You know what I'm saying? It might have been 2010 or 2011. I hate getting confused on those dates but I'm gonna say 2011 because that was the year I was on a run and stuff like that. So I know in 2010 I tried getting into the Art Institute, but I couldn't because I had an open case out in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Out in Gwinnett County, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Gwinnett County Jail is where I was locked up at. That's where I got probation at 3 years 3 years probation, well, 3 years papers, and that's what ultimately I hate that word. I hate to say the word hate, but y'all, ultimately that's what led to me going on a run for 7 years, y'all. You know what I'm saying? For those who don't know, I was on a run for 7 years for a probation violation from out in Gwinnett County, Georgia, which is finished, y'all. It's been done. It's finished. It's in the past or whatever. But these are my experiences. It's something that I went through, and it's ultimately something that affected me. Um, that has affected me until this day. You know what I'm saying? Still affected by it. Um, because that's everything that just led into everything up until this point. Even with me seeing Tommie Lee walking across the screen, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because for a while, y'all, we had lost communication and stuff like that. And during the time that it's just anyway, y'all. So boom, how I met Monty from the Remy Boys was because I went to school with Monty, bro, in 2006, all the way from 2006 all the way to 2007 before I went down to Atlanta, Georgia. Um, and I went down there. I lived in Atlanta for a couple of months before I got locked up. Came out, went on a run for 7 years, and then after that, my cousin became who she became. She became Tommie Lee. Right after I finished the same probation that I caught, you know what I mean, with her. You know what I'm saying? She didn't get caught, but I did. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell y'all the story about that, whatever. So basically, y'all, I went to school with Monty from the Remy Boys. We all went to we basically went to Youth Build. If y'all don't know what Youth Build is, it's a GED slash construction program. Y'all can go Google it. YOULTH Youth Build. I guess I think it's YOUTH BU BUILD or something like that. Yeah, Youth Build. So y'all go Google it, whatever. It's called Youth Build. You know what I mean? They help kids get their GED, help kids get their construction program, get their OSHA training certificate. You know what I mean? You could get it. You could jump right after you get your trade. It's basically a trade school. You know what I'm saying? You get your GED, you get your trade. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like what you call it? It's just like Job Corps, but Job Corps is more like you inside the program. Like Youth Build, you gotta go there like you in school, because it's like class, it's just school basically. You go there for your GED, and you go there for your construction course program. You go there for your construction certificate. You know what I mean? You go through the OSHA training, you gotta go through the safety course and all that, and they give you your certificate. You know what I'm saying? I got my certificate for OSHA training, but I didn't get my GED, y'all. But I wish I did get my GED. But um, man, because it's always good to have under your belt. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's always good to have under your belt. GED, high school diploma, college graduate, like all that shit is dope, bro. Don't ever let nobody tell you differently. Like, oh, like you feel me? It's just some people, they just don't. Some people is just fuck ups. Like they get their high school diploma, GED, college certificate or whatever, and they'll still go out in the street and fuck up, y'all. That's just the way life is. That's just how people is or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, y'all, like I said, y'all, I'm related to Tommie Lee from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That is my big cousin. I love her to death. That's my nigga. Even though we're not speaking right now, we're not talking. She got me blocked on Instagram. She been had me blocked on Instagram for a couple of months. Or she had me blocked for a little minute, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But her mother followed me on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I did manage to reach out to her mother. We interacted. Versace, same thing. Shout out to her. I haven't spoken to the boys in a while, but like I said, I did come across them on social media, but I didn't speak to them verbally, but I did see them, even though I haven't seen them, since we was kids or whatever like that. But like I said, most recently, I was with Tommie and I was around Versace. You know what I'm saying? Spoke to my aunt Samantha, whatever. That's my baby. That's my love. I love her. She had me drinking wine when I was in Atlanta, boy. My aunt had me drinking Manischewitz, bro. That was the first time I ever drunk wine a day in my life. And the first time I ever drunk Patron was with Tommie. You know what I'm saying? The first time. And I think the last time I ever had Patron was with Tommie Lee, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yes, y'all. The first time, your boy Young Marty ever had Patron in the clear bottle with the green ribbon around it with the little screw little top, the little wood little screw little top. You know what I mean? Y'all know what Patron is. If y'all don't know what Patron is, y'all know what Patron is. We know what Patron is. If you don't know what Patron is, that's on you. Whatever, go Google it. Whatever. But I ain't like it, y'all. Patron was nasty to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really like Patron. I thought Patron was nasty, but everybody, it was like a popular drink at the time in 2007, y'all. This is all the way back in 2007. So, I stayed, I slept on Tommy Lee's couch for about a month and a half or whatever. And during that time, you know what I'm saying, we was stealing, we was jugging, we was finessing. We was actually stealing, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We was boosting TVs. We was stealing TVs out of electronic stores. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about walking in them bitch. Y'all know the receipt, you know what I mean, scam where you basically you cop a few items and you add on a few items or whatever, but the items that, you know what I mean, you probably pay for the other items, probably keep the other items away. You walk out, they check the receipt, and you walk right out with that bitch. You know what I'm saying? We did that shit a few times, y'all. We did that shit a few times. Tommie paid me, you know what I'm saying? She put money in my hands, whatever. Tommie even see me get locked up. You know what I'm saying? The day I got locked up for stealing, Tommie Lee saw me with her own eyes getting locked up. I mean, she saw them boys putting handcuffs on me. I saw her driving off the ramp, getting the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I remember that shit still to this day, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Still to this day. Still to this day. I need everybody that's on this live stream, y'all. If y'all can, make yourself known, make your presence known, man. Hit that like button on this video. Also, share this video, share my content to whatever platform you feel free or you feel comfortable sharing my you know what I mean, this video on, man. Share my videos. Let me share any of my videos. Y'all welcome to share any of my videos, y'all. But yeah, like I said, man, Tommie Lee, you know, Tommie's my big cousin. Man, we always was close. We always been close since the '90s. I just think like the distance, you know what I mean, and also like the communication, and everything. That's, you know what I mean. That's, you know what I mean. But we always kept in touch, whether it was my mother keeping in touch with her mother, and then because my mother was the reason why, was who got in touch with my aunt Samantha. Back when I was living in Patterson or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I was living in Patterson, New Jersey. And I'm talking about, y'all, I went to school with Monty, not like 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. I'm talking about like 8 months, like 9 months. I'm talking about every day. I'm talking about like, bro, like his clique knew my clique. Like my crew of Patterson boys knew his crew of Patterson boys. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my nigga Punchy. I mean, shout out to my nigga Jihad, man. You know, he in the Trap Queen video. You know what I'm saying? He the light-skinned dude with the long braids. If y'all go to the Trap Queen video, y'all gonna see Fetty Wap shaking the light-skinned dude at hand at the beginning of the video. I mean, he got long braids. You know what I'm saying? That is my bro. We always in the same program together. You know what I'm saying? We was in a boys group home. It was like I'm gonna say a group home. I'm gonna say like it was a boys group home in Patterson, New Jersey. We all had our own individual single rooms, but you know what I mean. Jahai, he came later or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He came later, but it was me. It was a few other people that I probably forget their name or whatever like that, but I know it was Jihad. He came later, but Aziz, Nelson, Al Tariq, me, White Boy John, my nigga, what's my other boy? He passed away. Damn, that was my boy too. He used to stay cracking jokes, y'all. If y'all know anything about Patterson, y'all know Patterson was good for hiking on niggas, bro. Like we call it hiking in Newark. You know what I'm saying? Basically, like you cracking jokes on somebody until they cry. But Patterson, they different with that shit, bro. Like they will gun you in Patterson, bro. Like they would make you cry. Like they would really make you feel bad, bro. Like you gotta be prepared for that. If you know anything about growing up in Patterson, New Jersey, or living in Patterson, or coming across anybody that lived in Patterson, or anything got to do with Patterson, if you went to school in Patterson, New Jersey, if you grew up in Patterson, New Jersey, then you know how them kids is out there, bro. You getting cracked. They making fun of you, dog. Like And if you want to fight, they gonna fight you too. Like, and if you get mad or if you feel some type of way, if you want to bop, 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 throw them hands, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas was ready for that too. So you basically you getting cracked on, and you about to get your ass whooped. And you, if you feel some type of way, if you want to throw hands, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is with that too, y'all. Patterson was crazy, you know what I'm saying? But I moved to Patterson in 2006. I left Patterson in 2008, and I was just back and forth, y'all, like back and forth, back and forth. So like I told y'all, I already knew who Monty was. You know what I'm saying? We went to school for like 8 months, like from 2006 all the way to 2007. Like I already knew who Monty was, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I went to school with him. We was all in the same class. We used to all crack jokes on each other. You know, we all went to the same schools. You know what I'm saying? We all went to the same school, Youth Build in Patterson, New Jersey. So y'all can Google that information too. All this is Google. Y'all can Google Youth Build in Patterson, New Jersey. Y'all gonna see it's a Youth Build in Patterson, New Jersey. So that's you. Monty went there. All the few names that I named in this video, we all of us went to the school, whatever. So I knew Monty or whatever, and then I ran into Monty again in 2011, and this was the first time I met Fetty Wap. I'm gonna tell you how I met Fetty Wap. So how I met Fetty Wap was, like I said, y'all already knew who Monty was. So like I said, my crew knew they crew. You know what I'm saying? My crew of boys knew they crew of people. You know what I'm saying? My crew of people knew they crew of people. So in Patterson, New Jersey, it's cliques. Like you got your different cliques and crews, and you know what I mean, people that you hang out with and stuff like that. So like I said, my people knew his people or whatever. So boom, I'm back and forth between Patterson, New Jersey, whatever. But uh, what led to me getting locked up, I had already got locked up in 2007, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I went down south. I went down south. My mother, she, because I started messing up in Patterson. I started messing up at my school. Started messing up in my program. And at that time, y'all, I was 18 years old. I was still in diapers. I still was in, quote unquote, foster care or whatever like that. Even though I was 18, I didn't sign myself out until I was 18. Like they gave me the option to sign myself, I basically out of diapers care or whatever when I was 18. And I did that. I did it, and I was basically on my own from that point on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Which and it's a few, man. I swear to God, y'all. It's two episodes that I remember in my life that if I can kind of go back and kind of change those things and fix those things, like I would. You know what I'm saying? Like the time when I was in North Plainfield, when I was living in North Plainfield, New Jersey, and I had this foster mother, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I had this foster mother, and she was from Barbados, bro. She was Barbadian, and I'm telling you, bro, she cooked breakfast for us every day. Like she cooked. She had her husband, was a few other kids there. She had her son. He had his girl, his wife. And I remember, y'all, they had this big fucking change bucket, y'all. I'm talking about this big fucking bucket full of quarters, full of change, y'all. I used to run and grab that change all the time. Anytime I wanted to go to, on my way to school, on my way to go to 7-Eleven, you know what I'm saying? I would get hella candy bars, hella candy, and just, you know what I mean? I'd be good, y'all. You feel me? But I just remember, y'all, like, they also had the studio up there, too. You know what I'm saying? My foster mother, at the time, her son had had a recording studio upstairs. You know what I'm saying? So y'all could see like I was already introduced to the game, and this was back in 2001. This was in 2000, maybe 2000, 2001. This was the early 2000s, y'all. You know what I mean? I went into foster care when I was back in 1999. That was when I was 9 years old. You know what I mean? And before that, like I said, my aunt Samantha and them, they moved to Georgia back in 2000, back in 1996. I mean, me, my mother, little brother and little sisters, whatever, um, we didn't move to Georgia until 2000 to 1997. So from all the way to 97 to 1999, I remember it was like two times back and forth. We was like back and forth, from Atlanta, Georgia to New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? In the 90s, we was back and forth. And then we got taken away in 1999. You know what I'm saying? And that's when all this stuff happened. And then ultimately, I ran back into Tommie in 2007. I started messing up in the program. Like I said, I already knew who Monty was. We already went to school together. My crew know his crew, whatever, whatever. So I already knew who Monty was. I met Monty in 2006. You know what I'm saying? And in 2007, um, um, a couple of months before my 18th birthday, I moved to Atlanta. Went down to Atlanta, Georgia. Well, my aunt Samantha, I thought I was gonna live with my aunt Samantha, but she had me living somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And she was basically on some shit like, you 18, you know what I mean? I'm gonna set you up over here. I got a little spot for you to live at. You do your thing, whatever, whatever. Cause Auntie Sam, she had stuff going on, but they ain't say none of this over the phone or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like I was just so happy to see them, and I was just so happy to like be in another state or go down to Georgia because I remember how it was in the '90s. You know what I'm saying? We all live together, like. You know what I'm saying? We all lived together in the 90s. I'm talking about in the same house, same everything, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, ultimately, that's why I got my idea. Well, I got the idea to call myself Marty from the movie Goodfellas. You know what I'm saying? From the movie Goodfellas, which I saw for the first time at my aunt Samantha house in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So y'all already know the movie Goodfellas. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know about the movie Goodfellas, you know what I'm saying? If y'all never watched the movie Goodfellas, I know this is a whole new generation. I know it's a whole new time zone or whatever. But back in my day, back in when I was a young, grown, a young kid growing up, you know what I mean? Gangster movies and Italian movies, like mobster movies, mafia movies, that was very popular. You know what I'm saying? Hood movies, Boys in the Hood, all different types of movies. King of New York with Frank White, fucking all these movies, bro. Set It Off with Queen Latifah, Jada Pickett, um, all these different type of movies, y'all. Like those movies was just popping in the '90s. Like they was very popular. You know what I'm saying? So I was born in the '80s, but I'm a '90s baby. I was '90s baby. Like I seen all this shit, y'all. I'm a product of my environment. Like I'm affected by everything all the way up until this point. You know what I'm saying? So Tommie's already my cousin. Mind y'all, Tommie's already my cousin. We just um like I said, from the '90s all the way up until the 2000 to 2007 is when I, like, you know what I'm saying, like from 1999. So basically it was basically like 7, 8 years I haven't spoken to him all the way up until that time. By this time I was 18. You know what I mean? Like I said, y'all, I got taken away from my mother when I was 9. So that next year I turned 10. So 7 years later, about 8 years later, I was 18. I was 18 years old. So by this time, Tommie. Um, I'm gonna call her Tasha. I might call her Tasha, Tommie, or whatever the case may be in the video, whatever like that, right? So Tommie had 2 kids at this time. You know what I'm saying? I think at the time, my firstborn daughter, she wasn't born yet. Like she wasn't born yet. So I was messing around with this light skinned girl named Ashley or whatever, in New Jersey, and I had started back smoking weed. I was and at the time, man, this my I don't want to get taken on trial. I know y'all wanted me to get into the story. Like I know y'all want me to. Okay, so how you met Fetty? Well, okay, how you met Monty? Okay, like I told y'all, I went to school with Monty. I met Monty in 2006, y'all. So from 2006 all the way up to 2011 that's when I met Fetty Wap in 2011, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I was on a run. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was back and forth. At this time, I was living in Newark or whatever, but I was still had my friends in Patterson. You know what I'm saying? I used to travel back and forth from Patterson to Newark, Patterson to Newark, Patterson to Newark all the time, y'all. So it was just like all the time. So like I said, I lived in Patterson, New Jersey, all the way from 2006 all the way to 2007. Like I said, I went to school with Monty. We all went to Youth Build together. Youth Build is a GED/construction course program, whatever, where you get your GED and your construction certificate as a trade, and you could go off and get a construction job. You could do construction, whatever. So I got my GED certificate, but I didn't get I got my construction certificate, but I didn't get my GED. I didn't get my GED, y'all. So boom. And all my friends, bro, they was getting their apartment and shit, and I messed up on that, man. I don't know why I didn't fill out that paperwork, y'all. I should have filled out that paperwork, man. Cause had I filled out that paperwork and I didn't sign myself out, I would have still stayed in the program. You know what I'm saying? I would have got my apartment. You know what I mean? Because all my friends, they started getting like apartments. Like once they left the program helped you get in an apartment, whatever. So we all got the paperwork. We all supposed to fill it out, y'all. And I did not fill that shit out, y'all. And I think it was because like I didn't understand how to fill it out. I don't know why I didn't ask why didn't they help me? I don't know why I didn't ask the staff to help me fill out the paperwork, you know, for you to get into the apartment or whatever like that. Because, you know, once my friends got into these apartments in Patterson, y'all, they've been living there ever since back then. You know what I mean? I'm talking about maybe about 15 years, like, you know what I mean? You know, yeah, like it's been years they've been living in these apartments. And then they got these apartments when we was young, when we was like 17, 18. We all well into our 30s now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, mid 30s, early 30s and shit like that. So we all into our 30s right now. You know what I'm saying? But even Fetty, Monty and all of them, we all like you know what I'm saying? We all in our 30s and stuff. So how I met Fetty Wap was because I was at my boy Al Tariq house. And like I said, my boy Al Tariq, you know what I mean? This is one of my Patterson bros. Fetty Wap used to stay at his house. You know what I'm saying? Like Fetty Wap used to stay at his house or whatever. So every time I used to go over there, I would see Fetty Wap over there all the time. And I see, you know, Monty didn't live there, but Monty would come over there because everybody used to hang out a lot all the time. Like it would, you know, everybody used to hang out a lot at the time or whatever. So anytime I would go to my boy Al Tariq house, Fetty Wap would be there. So boom, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell y'all this one part. So boom. Um, it was this one time I was sitting across from Fetty Wap and shit, and I was looking at him like I was like looking at him, and something seemed weird, like something seemed a little off. You know what I mean? And I don't want to sound like I'm being funny, or I don't want to tell the story or kind of come off like I'm being funny, y'all. I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? Like it just seemed weird, like what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Like you feel me? Like, and at this time, y'all, Fetty Wap wasn't comfortable with wearing his eye like how he wear it. You know what I'm saying? Fetty Wap had like a fake eye, y'all. He had a fake eye, and it didn't move. You know what I'm saying? Like this his one side of his one eye would move, and then the other eye wouldn't move. Like, but it looked like he had like a glass eye in his shit. And I was wondering, like, I never asked Fetty like about his eye, bro. I never asked him, but I always thought that I used to, and I was wondering like, what's wrong with bro? Bro, like I said that to myself. This was way before Fetty Wap became who he is, bro. I swear to God, on my kids, on my daughter, God can strike me right now dead, bro. On my life right now, on my mother, on everything I love. I sat across from Fetty Wap, and I noticed something about him. I noticed something about his eye. He had, like I said, Fetty Wap had a glass eye, y'all. He didn't wear the scary Fetty Wap eye, like the Fetty Wap as the artist eye. You know, he took his eye out and he started wearing it regular, like, you know what I'm saying? He got comfortable with him just being like, you know, him having his eye like that. So this wasn't always Fetty Wap. When I met Fetty Wap, y'all, he had the little haircut. I remember I smoked weed with Fetty Wap. We all smoked weed. It's a video of me, Fetty Wap, Monty, my boy T Streets, my nigga Al Tariq. He the one that's recording, us standing around rapping and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's a video out right now, surfacing on the internet with me, Fetty Wap, Monty, my boy T Streets, and my nigga Al Tariq. You know what I'm saying? My Al Tariq, he's the one that's recording this, and he could confirm everything that I'm saying right now in this video. You know what I'm saying? He know I got YouTube. He know, you know what I'm saying? I be doing my vlogs and everything. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying? He'll tell you, he'll vouch that everything that I'm saying in this video is true. You know know what I'm saying? I met Fetty Wap at his house. You know what I'm saying? This was in 2011. You know what I'm saying? I went to my boy Al Tariq house. I was on a run at the time. Remember y'all, I told y'all I got locked up in 2007 for stealing with my cousin Tommie Lee. Like we was stealing TVs, we was boosting or whatever. I did that shit about like 5 times, y'all. 5 times. She picked 5 times. You know what I'm saying? We did that shit. Like meaning we was walking into stores and coming out with flat screen TVs, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, flat screen TVs was like $7,000, $10,000. And in Georgia, like anything over $5,000 is considered a felony. You know what I'm saying? So the product, the item that I was perhaps you know what I mean, for stealing at the time or whatever was a well over $5,000. You know what I'm saying? It was a well over $5,000 TV, and I caught myself walking out the back with the TV. You know what I mean? Cause I was so anxious that day, and we was driving around all that day trying to hit a lick. You know what I'm saying? At this time, y'all, you know, they called it jugging and finessing. You know what I'm saying? We was jugging and finessing or whatever. And, you know, we was driving around all that day trying to find a store to hit. And like I said, y'all, we did it a few times. You know what I'm saying? I love my cousin Tommie. I love her. She's such a thug girl, yo. She's a sexy motherfucker, too. Tommie really sexy in real life. Like, I done seen my cousin and her bra and all that. Like, way before social media, all y'all seen, whatever. Like, I've been seeing, like, I had to turn my head. Like, I turned my head a few times, like, oh, like, I ain't want to look at her like that, you know, because that's my cousin and just and all that, you know what I'm saying? That's big cousin shit. So, you know what I mean? I would see her getting undressed or getting dressed. I'd be like, you know, I'd turn my head and shit. You know what I mean? But I've been so big cousin, her bra and panties and shit like that. You know what I mean? And everything, y'all. Tommie's a sexy girl. She always been a beautiful woman. You know what I'm saying? Even down to my little cousin Versace. She's a beautiful woman, a beautiful girl. I love her to death. And yeah, y'all, like I said, what motivated me to drop this video is because, like I said, I was on, you know, I was watching on Pluto TV, and you know, they was playing some old reruns of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and they was playing the episodes with Tommie Lee, you know what I mean, my cousin Versace, my aunt Samantha, and stuff like that. So those episodes, you know, with Stevie J and Jocelyn and Mimi and what's the other girl named Carly Red, um what's the other cast of Love and Hip Hop? Young Jock. Um, who else, man? Just to name a few, man. I love Love and Hip Hop, y'all. I love Love and Hip Hop. That's one of my favorite shows on earth. Um, and to add to that, Flavor of Love and The Real World. Like I haven't watched The Real World in years, but Flavor of Love show, I was just watching that the other day, and that shit brought back so many memories watching Flavor of Love, the Flavor of Love show. Y'all know what New York and Delicious, you know what I'm saying? Like that was my show growing up. So, you know, I was always into reality TV and stuff like that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, Love and Hip Hop came years later, whatever like that, y'all. But yeah, Tommie Lee is my cousin. I've been knew Monty from the Remy Boys. This is all facts, not fictional. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell my story. I can, you know, say what I want. I can tell it. I can tell it how it is on my end. I mean, I can tell it, you know what I mean, from my point of view. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, Monty was always cool. He was always cracking jokes. Bro was always funny. Bro was always a cool nigga. You know what I'm saying? Bro he used to rock the Iverson, you know what I mean, headband with the braids and shit. That nigga used to have the Iverson braids and shit. Because niggas was into like sports and shit, like playing basketball. Niggas wanted to be rappers, y'all, but I didn't like Monty and Fetty, like they really wanted it, bro. Like they really wanted it. Like, you know what I mean? I always wanted to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Bow Wow was my motivation early on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from that era, like Bow Wow, Lil Romeo, like, you know, I'm Young Marty, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Bow Wow was my motivation early on for me wanting to become a rapper. You know what I'm saying? And you know, when I was a kid, like a little bit younger than that, I remember like in the early '90s, I remember Crisscross. That was like another child like group or whatever that I looked up to that I thought was dope. I mean, shout out to Jermaine Dupri, the whole crisscross, that whole little thing, like early on, you know what I mean? And Onyx and the whole throw your guns in the air little video. That was the first music video I ever saw. You know what I'm saying? It was Onyx, throw your guns in the air, and that was on Video Music Box. And Video Music Box in the '90s, y'all. If y'all know anything about hip hop and hip hop music and TV and everything, if y'all know anything about Video Music Box, you know what I'm saying? Leave a comment below, please. Please let me know if you know anything about Video Music Box, y'all. You know what I'm saying? They used to play the dope 90s videos on there back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I saw, I think I saw like, I heard songs, saw videos, but like I said, Onyx, Throw Your Guns in the Air was the first music video I ever saw in my life. You know what I'm saying? It was the first music video. Throw your guns in the air and bump like you just don't care. You know what I mean? Niggas showing guns in the video and shit. So niggas, you know what I'm saying? Onyx and Sticky Fingers, you know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas was dope, man. Them niggas, you know what I'm saying? That shit was dope. That shit was dope in the 90s as a kid growing up, man. That shit was dope as hell, bro. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Onyx, man. Shout out to the 90s, man, that whole little era, man. But yeah, man, yo, you know what I'm saying? Me and my cousin, me and Tommie, we was out boosting, we was out stealing, and I got caught, man. You know what I'm saying? I got caught. And Tommie's, y'all can ask her. I didn't rap, I didn't snitch, I didn't tell, even though it's the past, whatever, it's something that we went through. I know, I mean, my family, certain part of my family, I mean, y'all know how people, they don't really like talking about certain things. They kind of want to leave stuff in the past, but I just think it's funny, and it's all, I mean, even though we haven't spoke about it yet, I'm pretty sure we will talk about it one day. You know what I'm saying? One day, you know what I mean? One day, but like I said, or if not, then not. You know, so like I said, we got into it. Me and Tommie got into it because I felt like she was being phony towards me. Like through the internet and shit, because I'm like, I'll be like commenting on her shit, liking her shit, whatever, and she'd be liking it or whatever, but she'd never like respond. She never like respond back. And I took that as disrespect. Like, yo, Tommie, like, you trying to play me, son? Like, bro, like, you know who I am, bro. You know who I am, bro. Don't try to play me, bro. Like, I understand you a celebrity. Not to try to get into all that, y'all, but I'm just being real with y'all while me and Tommie Lee not speaking right now. You know what I'm saying? Even though her mother followed me on Instagram and I follow her daughter, whatever, and I follow Versace on Instagram, whatever the case may be, or whatever, but I just felt like that was real phony. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that was fucked up because we went through some real shit together. Fuck the part of our life where we was all kids living in the 90s, nigga, Church's Chicken, nigga, the Waffle House, Parks, Erykah Badu, cause her music was, nigga, we used to always listen to Erykah Badu, our mother, they mother, what you gonna do when it come for you? Working hard, but it pays the bills. Oh, yo, shout out to Erykah Badu, my nigga. Shout out to the 90s, my nigga. Shout out to Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out to New Jersey. Shout out to Brick City, North. You know what I'm saying? And I remember back in the 90s, y'all, it was a lot of people from New Jersey moving to Atlanta, Georgia. But for some reason, I don't, like I said, God written this shit however he written it. But Tasha and all of them, this was my down south family. Like, you know how you got that down south family? Well, that's my down south family, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know how you got your you got your up north family, you got your west coast family, you got your family that live in the Midwest, or you probably got family that live in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Tommie Lee, my aunt Samantha, Versace, and all of them, that's my down south family. I'm talking about, like, you know how like you want to leave one state and go to another state. If I would leave New Jersey and go to Georgia, like, that's who I would be with. Like, that's who I would be hanging around. Like, those who I would be politicking with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I stayed in Tommie Lee's house. I lived with Tommie. I slept on her couch. I ate her food. Tommie paid me. I got into trouble with Tommie, but she didn't get caught. And even though she brought me in she brought me into the game, and I got caught and I got locked up. and Tommie saw me getting locked up. Tommie saw them putting handcuffs on me. And I'm gonna tell y'all one thing, like that day we was stealing, that day that it was a few times we were stealing. And you know what I mean, I ain't gonna say that. Well, I'm gonna say this. You know what I'm saying? I am gonna say this. You know what I'm saying? We had the kids with us, bro. You know what I mean? We had little Samaria with us. You know what I'm saying? We had our other daughter with us. They was kids. They ain't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? You know, Tommie had to look like the mother, the single mother, whatever. And Tommie is such a little bad motherfucker, yo. She's a bad motherfucker. Like she's so slick, like so, you know what I mean? So she's that motherfucker, bro. Tommie's that bitch for real, bro. She that bitch, bro. Like she, you know what I mean? She pretty and all that and everything, but don't get it twisted, y'all. Tommie is no joke. You know what I'm saying? She no joke. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, um they introduced me to the whole uh jugging and finessing. You know what I'm saying? Hitting licks and you know what I mean? That whole little thing. I was introduced to jugging and finessing to my cousin Tommy. You know what I'm saying? That's how I learned how to jug and finesse. Like I knew how to, you know what I'm saying? I knew I had to get the gab. I knew I always had to way with words, but the whole jugging and finessing and hitting licks and that whole thing came from them. You know what I'm saying? Me being a finesser and all that shit came from them. You know what I mean? Cause I was around them, I seen how they get down. And I was actually on jugs with my cousin Tommy. And one of those jugs ultimately led to me getting locked up, me copping out to 3 years probation, and me going on a run for 7 years. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, y'all. So none of this stuff I don't even think would be possible. I probably would have been that dude in the hood, going through whatever I was going through, had a crazy mindset, selling weed, fucking with different bitches, going through shit with women, going through family shit, and not really reaching my full potential in life. You know what I'm saying? Not really excelling, not going to the next level, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Me doing this YouTube shit, me tapping into the music industry, me um, you know, learning certain things or being introduced to a certain part of life or the game or whatever that other people probably didn't get the opportunity or probably would never get the opportunity to experience. You know what I mean? Certain information, you know what I mean? Just different people that you'll come across that put you up on game, that'll teach you, give you information. Some things you just can't say. You wish you didn't learn it. You wish you can. Like, I wish I didn't hear that. You know what I mean? Like, but you know it, and you know how you gotta move, whatever the case may be. But shout out to them, y'all. Shout out to Tommie. Shout out to Monty. Shout out to Fetty. Like I said, they're a big part of my motivation of why I do what I do. And shout out to Bow Wow, because early on, Bow Wow was my inspiration to be a rapper. You know what I mean? Little Bow Wow used to have a long fucking hair. I'm talking about that little Bow Wow before he cut his hair and all that. You know what I mean? Hold up, y'all. Give me 1 second. You know what I'm saying, y'all? But I just had to tell my story, man. I just had to tell my story. Like I said, um, you know, um, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, what led to me getting locked up, like I said, was because, like I said, me and Tommie was out stealing. You know what I'm saying? We was out boosting. We was stealing TVs, flat screen TVs. And at this time, flat screen TVs cost a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could get a flat screen TV for $100, $200 today. Back then, this shit was worth 5,000, 7,000, 10,000, like, depending on the size or inches that you would get. Pause, no homo. Like, yo, you was paying a lot of money. You was paying a grip, and we was getting them shits and selling it for a lower price, but still was getting a nice amount. And Tommie was paying me every time we hit a lick, y'all. Like every time me and Tommie hit a lick, she was paying me like three or $400, $500 type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like she paid me every time we hit a lick. Like it wasn't one time we didn't hit a lick and Tommie didn't put money in my hand, y'all. You know what I mean? And it was so fun. Like it was so fun, you know what I'm saying? It was exhilarating. Like it was like, you know what I mean? You hitting licks with your girl cousin and shit, and y'all hitting licks, y'all getting money. and you just happy to be, around your family, you happy to be around your cousin, and it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ended up moving with Tommie. I lived with Tommie for like a month and a half. You know what I'm saying? In Gwinnett County. I mean, not Gwinnett. Gwinnett County is where I got locked up at, but College Park. Y'all know the whole College Park, East Point College Park. If y'all know anything about Atlanta, all my Atlanta heads, shout out to all my Georgia people, man. If y'all know anything about Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, y'all know it's a College Park and there's an East Point. You know what I'm saying? We lived in East Point College Park, Georgia. I think East Point College Park is like right next to each other, but we lived in East Point College Park, same thing. Right next to the Miss Winners. Over there's a Miss Winners over there. Used to be a Miss Winners over there. It's like a chicken little fast food spot. They way better than KFC and all that shit. Miss Winners. Miss Winners is they got some good chicken, good food at that spot, bro. You know what I mean? It's off of Old National. We live right off of Old National in a little complex over there behind a little shopping center right there off of Old National. You know what I'm saying? There used to be a little Miss Winners over there. Used to be I think like a Target or Kmart or Walmart. Some shit used to be right there. And there's a whole bunch of stores right there, and it's a gated community right behind that area. It's a gated community. We live right behind it in a gated community in Gwinnett. I mean, not in Gwinnett, in East Point, College Park. You know what I'm saying? That's where Tommie had a crib. That's where she stayed at. That's where I stayed at. I lived with Tommie. And Tommie had kicked me out too, y'all. Tommie had kicked me out, but she let me move back in with her. You know what I'm saying? Because at the time, I was 18, I was young. I didn't have no ID. You know what I'm saying? I went down there just myself and my clothes, y'all. Like I really wasn't like I didn't, I was I was I was 18, I was young, and I was just thinking like going down south. Like um you needed an ID, of course, to get a job and stuff like that. So I was having like a little money problem or whatever. Like I was having a hard time finding a job. So that's what led to, you know what I mean? Because Tommie, she felt like, you know what I mean, it was just different, you know what I mean? We all grown up now, and I know they had her brothers and all of them. I tried to go work at this little temp agency shit. I remember I went and tried to go do that. That shit didn't work out. You know what I mean? I was trying, and it was just like, you feel me, nothing wasn't working out. So it was like Tommie was like, yo, I'm about to bring you on this lick, and I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna give you some money, and everything gonna be good. And from there, we was just good, y'all. Like, we was good. You know what I mean? I met Life Jennings at Tommie Lee's crib. You know what I'm saying? For those who don't know who Life Jennings is, he's an R&B singer. You know what I'm saying? He's an R&B reality TV star. You know what I mean? He was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. He was on there with my cousin Tommie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I met, bro. We knew who Life Jennings was before they even was on a TV show together. Like, our cousin Angie brung Life Jennings to Tommie Lee's crib in 2007. That's when I met Life Jennings. You know what I'm saying? I met Life Jennings in 2007. This was before Tommie was Tommie. This was before the Fetty. I mean, this was before Fetty. After Monty, I already knew who Monty was in 2006, all the way to 2007. That's when I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, and I got locked up in 2007, and I went on a run for 7 years, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And during that 7 years of me being on a run, Tommie becomes Tommie Lee. You know what I'm saying? I'm living in New Jersey. I'm just getting off this little probation shit, stinking from some shit that me and her was doing, and she becomes a reality TV star. You know what I'm saying? And then but before that, Monty and Fetty Wap blew up. You know what I'm saying? And I was just with them. Like, we was just all together, so y'all could see, like, you feel me, what that would do to somebody who want to do this shit, who want to be a celebrity, who want to be a rapper, who want to be, uh, 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 making money, wearing jewelry, making dope music, hang around other celebrities and other artists and shit like that. That was always my dream. That was all of our dreams. That was all of our dream, bro. That was all of our dream, bro. So I'm here to tell y'all too. It's a message in this video too, man. Dreams do come true, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Dreams do come true. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to let y'all know dreams do come true. And I wouldn't lie to you. I mean, listen, and I swear to God, on God's green earth, everything I love, I seen it with my own eyes, y'all. I seen it with my own eyes. Through Fetty Wap, through Monty, through Tommie Lee, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I saw it with my own eyes. I watched these people. Tommie was having mad trouble with the law. My cousin was into mad trouble, bro. She was into mad trouble, and they trouble rubbed off on me. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was getting into my own trouble, whatever, I was already getting into trouble, getting locked up in New Jersey. But you know, when I got down south, man, it was just like, yo, like it was, you know, it was ball game. It was the real deal. Like this is, you know what I mean? This is Atlanta. You know what I mean? Nigga, the Waffle House, nigga, Atlanta Braves. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, T.I. You know what I mean? Young Jeezy. Nigga, Bobby Valentino. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Bobby Valentino was that guy, man. You know, man, Tell Me, um, Anonymous was some very popular songs when I was down there. T-Pain, um, Let Me Buy You a Drink. Like this is all the songs I remember from that time. I will, you know, I will find myself reminiscing or playing certain songs that I remember from these times or certain times, and it just, you know, it'd bring me back to a time where it had me thinking or just, you know, put me in a certain mindset. But yeah, y'all, Tommie's my cousin. I already knew who Monty was from the Remy Boys. I met Fetty Wap years later, um, in 2011. Um, and then in 2012, Fetty Wap dropped Trap Queen. Trap Queen did not take off until 2014. You know what I'm saying? 2014, that was the year I got off probation from the trouble that I had gotten into from stealing with Tommie Lee. So y'all looking at this, I know y'all like, damn, like that's crazy, Marty. Like, you know, yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, this is crazy. So Young Marty was created in 2016. So I've been going hard on my artistry for a couple of years, y'all. From 2016 all the way up to now. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing YouTube for about 4 years, 4.5 years, for about about 4 years. I've been doing YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for about 4 years. You know what I mean? I've been in and out the studio, recording music, dropping projects. Um, I believe soon my music career is about to take off. I believe I'm about to drop a hit song or a few hit songs. I'm gonna do some collaborations, some music videos. Like everything is in the works, man. But it's just like, you know, things just had to be right. And I didn't just, you know, at some point in my journey in my life, I became conscious. So I became, you know, I didn't just jump and just do what I know I could have just did. Like I know I could have just jumped out there and dropped some shit that was just crazy, and I could still do that. But it's just like matter like now that I'm more conscious, I'm more older. You know what I'm saying? I got a kid. You know what I mean? I got a daughter and stuff like that. Um, and stuff like that. So, and I plan on having more kids, of course. I want more kids. You know what I'm saying? I am going to have more kids. You know what I'm saying? God willing, you know, I want more kids. I want to have more kids. You know what I mean? I want at least like maybe like 7 kids, 8 kids. Nah, probably like maybe like 4 or 5 kids. I think that'd be cool for me. You know what I mean? I want a little tribe, y'all. I want a little, you know what I mean? But I know kids is expensive. Yeah, I know there's a lot of diaper changes and Similac milk and all that and everything. All that is cool. I'm prepared for it. And, you know, parenting time, daddy, daughter time, daddy, son time. You know, hanging out with the baby moms or whatever. So I'm in for all that shit. I love it all. But yeah, I'm about to wrap this video up, man. I just wanted to share my story with you guys. I wanted to tell y'all, man, like share this with y'all. This very interesting thing about my life, man, is just who I am and you know where I came from, and just I'm just so proud of who I am and what I've become and who I'm becoming, and ultimately, I'm proud of my peers, man. I'm proud of, y'all know Fetty Wap going through whatever he going through. He locked up right now. He facing prison time, or he in prison right now. He doing his 6 years. Monty doing his thing. Tommie doing her thing. I'm doing my thing, y'all. But these the people that you know, despite regardless of who I met afterwards or before, whether they locally or they just celebrities that's up here, whether it's via social media, on the internet, YouTube, you know, um, in real life or whatever the case may be, none of these people, man, really had an impact on me like these three people that I named, and these three people gonna always have an impact on me, or I'm gonna always remember how I felt or how they impacted me to go do my thing. You know what I mean? They made me realize like this shit was real, that this shit was true, that this thing that I'm doing right here, what they doing, from music to reality TV to everything that pertains to the music industry and being an entertainer and you know being on TV, being a celebrity, having money, making a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't rich, y'all. I ain't rich. And I don't depend on nobody. You know what I'm saying? My riches is, like I said, me being able to tell these stories and live my life, uh, in my own shoes and not comparing myself to others and just being appreciative of my life story and who I am and uh, who I'm connected to more or less, or who, uh, you know, my life path, who I came across in my life path, or who's a part of my life path. You know what I mean? More or less. You know what I'm saying? Whoever thought that this kid from New Jersey, from Newark, New Jersey, who already related to Tommie, well, Tasha, go off, meet Monty, go to school with Monty, meet Fetty Wap, run into Fetty Wap. I'm talking about, yo, I knew, yo, and it's so crazy, yo, because, you know what's crazy, y'all? I seen Fetty Wap again in the year 2020, right? A couple of years ago, I seen Fetty Wap in Paterson, New Jersey, and he was in the hood, y'all. He was in the hood, and I was fucked up in the head. I'm like, yo, why is this nigga Fetty Wap in the hood in Paterson, New Jersey? Even though I know he from out here, like, I know this nigga is from the hood. I know he from the streets, but it was just like, bro, this nigga already made My Way, Trap Queen. He was already got Masika pregnant. Masika already his baby mother. Like, this nigga already done appeared on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Like, you already a star. Like, he's already there. Like, he's already that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga coming through in the nice foreign cars, the nice fucking dope cars and shit. I'm wondering, like, why the fuck is Fetty Wap in the hood? Like, cause yo, I was going my way to get some weed. I ain't gonna hold you. I was on my way to get some weed from this hood in Patterson. I ain't gonna say where it is because I don't want y'all to dick ride. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to make the spot high. Y'all ain't about to say, yo, Young Marty TV or nigga, you know what I'm saying? Young Marty say, yo, this is where you just go and cop weed from in Patterson. No, y'all ain't about to say you got that info from me, and I ain't giving no info. So don't look over here. But anyway, this particular area in Patterson, it's a get money area. It's a get money block. It's a get money strip. Like, it's a well-known, they get money out there. Like, this is they shit, they own this shit. And Fetty Wap, this is his hood. Like, this is his stomping ground. So I was over there gonna go buy some weed, and nigga, I run into Fetty Wap. This nigga walks out the store and shit. Like, just slid out the store and shit. Like, and I'm in there looking for weed and shit. I'm like, yo, I asked one of the drug dealers and shit. I'm like, yo, that's Fetty Wap that just walked out. This nigga, Fetty Wap had the gold dreads at this time. Fetty Wap had like them gold dreads and shit. And this nigga walks right out the store. So I'm like, yo, Fetty was good, my nigga. So when Fetty walks out, I walks out behind Fetty. And, Fetty out there, everybody standing out there and shit. And I'm gonna tell the story separately, but I'm gonna just add this on. So I seen Fetty Wap out there and shit, and I had a taser on me. Y'all know the tasers, them electric shit. So I pulled out the taser, and I let Fetty Wap know. I was like, "Yo, bro, if you got any problems out here, bro, let me know. I'll handle it for you." And I zapped the taser twice. I zapped that shit like zap zap. Everybody out there started laughing. I was no. I said I was like, "Yo, Fetty Wap, if you got any problems, bro, let me know." I zapped that shit. I was like, zap zap. You know what I'm saying? And everybody started laughing. Fetty Wap started laughing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody started laughing out there. And I tried to get a picture with Fetty Wap, y'all. I almost had a picture with Fetty Wap, but my fucking phone had too much memory in it. Like, it wouldn't let me take the picture, y'all. So your boy Young Marty almost had a picture with Fetty Wap. You know what I mean? And it's different from a dick rider, like somebody who dick ride. And they're like, "Oh, Fetty Wap." I'm like, "No, nigga, there's somebody I knew before he was famous." Like, you know what I mean? Like, even when I saw Fetty, I was like, "Yo, bro, remember me? I'm the dude, you know what I'm saying? Used to hang with Al Tariq and all of them and such and such and such." I started naming names, and he looked at it, he was like, "Yeah," he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Bro, man, we used to always hang, we used to all be hanging around, this and that, whoopty whoop." I reminded him of who I was because we was around each other, bro. I walk with Fetty Wap, I smoke weed with Fetty Wap. Like, I'm in a video that's recorded off a cell phone of me, Fetty Wap, Monty, my boy T Streets, and like I said, my brother Al Tariq. He the one that's recording all of this. You know what I mean? And I think he got it. You know what I'm saying? I think he got it. If I could get that footage and then we could share that footage on either Instagram or Facebook, or I know it's on Facebook, but if I could get that video and share it to y'all on YouTube, I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post that video as soon as I get it. If I can find that video and post it to my YouTube platform, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna show the world. I'm gonna show y'all a video of me, Fetty Wap, and Monty. You know what I'm saying? My boy T Streets. We all standing around rapping, freestyling, doing our little thing. And just a few short years later after that, y'all, just a few short years later after that, Fetty Wap takes off. Fetty Wap blew up. He blew up. They took off. He took off. They took off. They became who they was. So I was already happy for them. I was already happy for them. I'm like, "Yo, Fetty Wap." I'm like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I'm mind y'all. I'm traveling back and forth from Patterson in the north, and I'm going through whatever I'm going through in my life. I'm on a run. I got shit going on in Georgia. You know what I mean? I got a newborn baby. I'm fucking selling weed. I'm taking ecstasy pills. I'm young dude. I'm gang banging. I was banging Crip at the time. My life was fucking crazy, y'all. My life was crazy. No, matter of fact, I think I had stopped banging Crip in 2008. That's when I stopped banging, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all about that story in a minute, in a little while. Prior to the next episode, I'm gonna get into that story at some point, or the reasons why I stopped gang banging. You know, so the reasons, why I stopped gang banging, what led me to stop, repping that flag or whatever like that. And yeah, y'all. But I'm about to wrap this up, man. I just wanted to tell my story and let y'all know that anything is possible. I'm so inspired by these people. I'm thankful that I came across these people. I'm thankful that these people is a part of my life path, my life story, and I get to tell it to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I get to, share this to y'all, share my story to the world, and tell my side of the story. You know what I'm saying? Tell my story and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I went to school with Monty. We went to youth build all the way from 2006 all the way to 2007. Tommie was already my cousin. You know what I'm saying? We was already related. And then I went down south to go live with them. And then I got locked up. You know what I'm saying? Me and my cousin Tommie, we was hitting looks together. We was jugging. We was finessing. And the last time that I said I was going to do it, that was the last time. That was the time I got locked up. And that's what led me copping out to 3 years probation, because they had me sitting in that jail. I didn't know when I was going home. I was young. I was 18, just turned 19 years old, in this same county jail. The same county that the Migos is from. The same place the Migos is from. I'm talking about Quavo, Takeoff, and Offset. They is from Gwinnett County, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? They is from the north side. They is from the north. And I got locked up out there, y'all. I got locked up, went on a run for 7 years, y'all. I finally finished the probation in 2014. And guess what? 2015, the next year, the year after I finished with the probation, that me and Tommie caught, that I got locked up from stealing with Tommie. Mind y'all, she didn't get caught, but I did. You know what I mean? She didn't come bail me out. She had the kids at the time. She was a young girl. We both was young. I was 18 years old. Tommie was only like 22 at the time or whatever. She was only 22 years old. She was a little older, but she knew about hitting licks. She knew about getting money. You know what I'm saying? And my only way of getting money was was selling weed. I think like selling weed, like, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Like, you feel me? I don't even think I ain't even had a job yet. Like, I'm talking about, like, I was like you. I was in the system. Like, I was caught up in the system. Like, I didn't sign myself out of diapers till I was 18. You know what I'm saying? And then when I went down south, I got locked up. I turned 19 years old in Gwinnett County Jail. And then that next year, I turned 20. I think I had just had my first daughter at 20 years old. Like, shit was going down, y'all. Like, it was just like back to back shit. But yeah, y'all, I went down south. I got locked up, jugging and finessing with my cousin Tommie. I got caught. Got locked up. She saw me get locked up. She saw them put the handcuffs on me and everything, y'all. And at that moment, I had wished to myself. I was like, damn, I wish I didn't do this shit. Like, I wish I wasn't stealing, or I wish I was her. Like, at that moment, like, when I was getting locked up and they was like prosecuting me and everything, I was, they had me inside the little office shit, and it was like, who you with? They was asking me like who I was with and stuff, and I was very careful not to tell on Tommie. Like, I was very careful of not to snitch on my cousin. You know what I'm saying? My own cousin that I love so much. Like, I love this girl. Like, that was my nigga growing up. She was like my sister, like, more or less than my cousin. Like, Tommie was like, I think she used to get in trouble for us. Like, she was like a tomboy. Like, she was around her, her brothers, her little brothers, her other brother who's close to her age. She around me. She around my little brother. She around my other little sister. So, and Versace was just like, she was a lot younger than us or whatever. So she was still pretty much a baby, but she used to play with us too. We used to protect her or whatever. I remember when the movie Bout It came out. We all saw the movie Bout It when it first came out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about legendary shit, bro. Like, bro, I remember, like, first time I started jerking my dick, I was 8. I was down south. I was living in Georgia. Like, the first time I hit my shit, bro, like, I was living in Georgia, bro. It was around, like, we was all, like, together around that time, bro. Like, you feel me? Not like to them, not like jerking off to my car. I mean, like, I'm a young boy and my shit getting hard and shit. I'm like, I think I started, like, I don't know, I might have saw some porn, or I might have been thinking about sex, or wanted to fuck or something, but I ain't know nothing about sex. But I started hitting my shit at 8 years old, bro. I started jerking my dick when I was 8 years old, bro. I started hitting my shit, bro. Word. 8 years old, I started beating my dick, bro. But anyway, you guys, man, yeah, man, that's my story, man. I'm gonna wrap it up, man. Like I said, man, I love Tommie. I love Monty. I love Fetty. I mean, shout out to them. They're a big part of my inspiration. They're a big part of my story. They're part of the reason why I became who I became, this whole Young Marty thing. Like I said, I got the idea to call myself Marty from the movie Goodfellas. You know what I'm saying? From, Marty Two-Time. You know what I'm saying? I was going to call myself, early on coming into the game, I was going to name myself my rapper name, Marty Two-Time, but somebody else already had that name. I couldn't name myself Young Marty, because somebody already had Young Marty, Young Marty. So, you know what I mean? I'm a different guy. I wanted to be different, name my, something that's more close to myself, more originality, just, and I spelled my name Young, Young. So it's different. Okay, still young. Now Marty. Like I said, it was a Young Marty, but it was a Young, and then it was another Young, but his name was Martee. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't Marty. Y'all see, my name is spelled Marty, and it was another Young Marty. His name was spelled Young Marty, but the last Marty was spelled Marti. You know what I mean? T.I., like T.I. the rapper. But my name is Marty, Marty. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, y'all. Man, I gotta end this story. I can't believe I'm ending this story right now because there's so much I could say. So much that I'm saying in this video. It's just so much, and I'm just so happy that I'm able to tell this story to y'all, to my viewers, to people, to my subscribers, to anybody who just loves story time and love fascinating videos. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this one is for you. Like I said, I was already related to Tommie. I met Monty in 2006. Uh, went down south in 2007. Got locked up. Went on a run. Um, and during this time of being on a run, I managed to meet Fetty Wap in 2011. Fetty Wap dropped Trap Queen in 2012. The song Trap Queen didn't take off until 2014. And then in 2015, Tommie Lee was born. She came walking her little light skinned ass across the screen, and I could not believe it, y'all. And the whole time, I'm like, I'm dealing with this probation shit, and she on TV, like, you know what I'm saying? I just so it was just like, for years, it took a while for us to get in contact with each other. So, anyways, I ended up getting in contact with them. Well, we all get in contact with each other. I got in contact with Tommie through social media, but Versace, I spoke to Versace on the phone and everything right after my mother died and stuff and everything. It was just crazy with that. And because we started talking around the time my mother died and stuff like that. So like my mom passed, we speaking to Versace, we always my mother's side of the family, and then it's just crazy. And then we all got in contact with each other. We all started back talking, and then I run into Tommie, and then Tommie, said she missed me or whatever, and then I still was holding all that stuff in. I still wanted to tell that to Tommie, like, yo, cuz, like, I was still going through that, like, that little probation thing all that time, bro. Like, I wanted to tell her this, but she was already who she was. She was already into Tommie and stuff like that. She was already on her Tommie shit and still is, like, you feel me? Like I said, I know cuz she don't like the way I came at her or whatever, but I just didn't like the fact that they were sweet what happened under the bus. Like, you know what I mean? I was watching an episode of Love and Hip Hop where Tommie was saying that my Aunt Samantha, she would sweep stuff under the bus. Like, she basically, they didn't want to address certain things that went on. And that shit rolled over into Tommie's career. It rolled over into her career. Like, a lot of stuff that wasn't addressed that occurred, you know what I mean? And not talking about just the stuff that occurred when I was with them or whatever, when we was together, but like stuff that went through when I wasn't with them. They went through their own drama, their own stuff, just like I went through my own drama stuff with my mother and and my immediate family and this side of the family. So, like I said, Tommie and them, that's my down south family. That's like a down south family. Like, you got your down south family. Like, when you go down south, that's who I'm going down south to see, is them. You know what I'm saying? That's my down south family. When I think of down south and my down south family, southern hospitality, southern foods, southern family, that's who is my family. So I know it's kind of, you know what I mean? That's just like anybody that's related to a celebrity or related to, somebody like that. They got their story, but it's different from mine because, like I said, I knew who Fetty Wap was and Monty was before they was famous. So to see them blow up, and then to see my cousin Tommie blow up, it was something. It was something still to this day that I'm happy to say that I'm proud of. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud to. I'm proud to be a part of the life path, the life journey. I'm proud to see that. You know what I'm saying? Happy to see them go to the next level. And happy to see myself transition too. You know what I'm saying? From the hood Marty, the street dude, pimp player, gang banging, womanizer. I'm still a womanizer. You know what I'm saying? But not like, you feel me? I'm more like, it's way different. Like, bro, like, I'm so focused on my music career. I'm so focused on my grind. I'm so focused on getting my life to where I want it, to where it's like, the things that I used to do when I was 19, 20, in my 20s and stuff like that, I don't do no more. I don't do no more. Like I don't chase women or I chase checks. I chase money. I chase success. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what I chase after. I chase after my dreams, my goals in life, and I chase after what makes me great. You know what I'm saying? That's what I chase after. So I say that to say this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm Young Marty, man. I'm your host, Young Marty, and this is Young Marty TV, man. I hope y'all like my live stream. I hope y'all like my story. I hope y'all impressed. If you don't care, you don't care. If you are impressed, you happy for me that I have a platform to express myself and to tell my story because had it not been for YouTube or for these platforms, music and stuff, I would have not been able to, tell this what I saw. Like I really, I saw these people become who they was. Like I got history with these people. Like I went to school with Monty from the Remy Boys. Like I actually saw Fetty Wap sit across on my bro Al Tariq couch, and during that time, whatever. I actually saw Fetty Wap before he was famous, before he was Fetty Wap. So you gotta understand how to like, damn, like for me to see that, for you to see that, you were a kid from Newark, New Jersey. You didn't think none of this stuff was possible. You thought this shit was just for certain people, man. Like, damn, why God only pick certain people, but for God to pick people in my circle, in my life path, in my journey, like in my shit, man, it was unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable, still unbelievable, still to this day. Like I get, like, you know what I'm saying. Even though these are artists that's well known, and everybody know these people, and y'all getting to know who I am, and getting introduced to me, and getting to know who I am and stuff. It's just so remarkable, man. It's so inspirational, and I'm so like, I just can't believe it. Like I'm so happy about all of this. You know what I'm saying? Good, bad, the ugly, this and that and the third. Like I even made videos of me cursing out Tommie and everything, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And cursing her out and stuff. And I still got this thing with Tommie, man. Cause I'm still, mad with her because I didn't like the way how she, you know what I mean? I'm happy that she acknowledged me and told me that she missed me and stuff. But I just thought like we could, and it's still, you know what? It's still an opportunity. I mean, we family, bro. We relative, we related, whatever. Like, that's my cousin, you know what I'm saying? That's my big cousin. I love her. I'm her little cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? It's still a possibility for us to get together, chop it up, talk, and just whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no money, dog. I don't want no bread. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want no money, dog. I don't want nothing from my cousin. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I just want us to, if we hang out, if we don't hang out, we do. I just want us to kind of like hang out, chill or whatever. Eat some good food or whatever. Talk, chop it up. Talk about the '90s. Talk about everything up until this point. But ultimately, I want us to kind of get past what happened between us. Cause it's like, bro, like you saw me get locked up. Like you saw them put the handcuffs on me. You know what I'm saying? Like you saw me take that L. You saw me not rap. You know what I'm saying? You saw me not tell. Like I ain't tell, bro. I ain't snitch. I ain't say like, yo, I'm stealing with her. Yo, we in here boosting. I ain't say like, yo, I'm in here with my big cousin. We stealing. I ain't say none of that. I took the charge. I took the L. So Tommie, respect me for that. Respect the fact that I didn't tell, bro. Respect the fact that we family, and respect the fact that if you live on if you stand on being a real bitch, if you stand on Newark, New Jersey, if you stand on where you come from and family and loyalty, you will come holler at me, man. You know what I'm saying? You will come holler at me, man. You will make things right, Tommie. You will make things right. Shout out to my aunt Samantha. She followed me on Instagram. I love her very much. That's my aunt. Oh wow, that's my baby. I love her. I love them. I love Tommie. I love Versace. I love all of them. You know what I'm saying? I love Monty. I love Fetty. I mean, they my inspiration. They inspired me to become Young Marty and to be who I am today, y'all. And moving forward, I'm going to keep going hard. I'm going to keep doing my thing, y'all. I'm signing out. I am your host, Young Marty, and this is Young Marty TV. You did? Make sure y'all like this video, man. Like this live stream, share this video, man. Y'all reach out to Tommie, man. Let her know, man. She need to get in touch with young Marty. She need to get in touch with her cousin Marty. You know what I'm saying? Lil Lamar. She needed to get in touch with Lamar. And y'all need to make that right. Y'all need to chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But like I said, the last time I saw Tommie, she dropped me off at the Greyhound station. She told me, I told her I love her. She told me she loved me. We hugged. And after that, that was the last time I saw Tommie until she came walking across the screen on TV. And you know what I mean? I was leaving Georgia. I made the decision. I'm like, yo, I'm getting the fuck out of Georgia. But I was on probation, and that's what led me going on a run for 7 years, y'all. From the charge that I caught with Tommie Lee. The charges was theft, shoplifting. I couldn't go back to the area. I was banned from the shopping center, from that shopping mart. They fined me like maybe $7,000. You know, I had old fines. You know, my probation was for 3 years, but it turned from 3 years to 7 years because I went on a run. I violated probation twice. I got expedited twice from during that time, from New Jersey all the way down to Georgia. So y'all, I went through some shit, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Then to see my cousin come walking across the screen, and then we didn't really have communication like that until like years later. And then we, you know, miscommunication or lost communication, or like, you know, we stopped talking, whatever. But I just want us to start back talking, bro. You know what I mean? I was happy for her. I was happy for her success and everything. And, you know what I mean? I just want us to be back cool again. You know what I'm saying? And to my cousin Versace, I love her. I love you. To my aunt Samantha, I love you. I mean, shout out to Fetty Wap. Shout out to Monty. Those my guys. Those my boys forever. Yeah, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm signing out, man. It's your boy Young Marty, man. To the next video, to the next live stream, y'all. I'll holla at y'all. Peace. If y'all have any questions below, if you have anything you want to say or whatever, put it in the comment section below. Like this video, share my content, man. And I'll see y'all next time, man. See y'all in the next video. Peace.